Welcome to my video on striking Scorpion tactics. They have to be my favourite unit in the Eldar army and will be my favourite unit in the whole of the 40k games. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how I use them, tactics you can use and how you can use striking Scorpions successfully. There's a right and a wrong way to use them. So you can see the unit there. I love the colour scheme. Good unit, well armoured for starters, 3-up armour save, very good for Eldar. A little bit soft, strength and toughness 3, but in close combat, if you can get them into close combat, they can take on pretty much any type of infantry. Not so good against monstrous creatures, ones with a high toughness value, but regular infantry, going up to sort of space marines. Even Terminators, if you do well, you could take on those as well. But light infantry, in cover, and massed horde armies, striking Scorpions are one of the best units to use. So armed with pistols, not bad. For shooting, strength 4, AP 5. It's those chain swords that are good. Combined with the pistol, you get the extra attacks. You've got a base of 1 attack, and then you will receive a bonus attack for having the pistol and the chainsword, and then on the face here, Mandy blasters will give them an extra attack on top of that. And if you have +1 for charging, that's 4 attacks each on the charge. Only 16 points for the figure in the game. From the Codex, which is great for points, it's the 3-up armour save. They come with all of that weaponry, there's no upgrades for them. And they come with plasma grenades as standard. It's a decent grenade, good for flushing infantry out of cover. Now to add to these, the Exarch, I've left the Exarch out here. But 2 options, well, number of options, 2 that I would take. Primarily I would take this one. It's the Exarch with the Scorpion's Claw, which gives him, doubles his strength to strength 6. That's pretty good going, and he still carries a chainsword, so he can use that if he wants. And he also has an arm-mounted shuriken weapon there. It's 2 shots, so that's pretty good going. And that's the most expensive option. You can take the other one. I would take would be the larger chainsword there. For every hit you get, it's +1 strength. That's quite good for taking on vehicles. I haven't really used that one, but now in 6th edition. I would be more tempted to take that as it's easier to hit vehicles that are moving around. So that one is a good option, and it's cheaper in points. So it's out of those 2. Would recommend that you take in your army a full squad of 10. Now in 6th edition you're going to expect to disembark from a transport, come on from flank, and then probably take a few casualties as you deploy. So you want still quite a large force able to charge an enemy position. So take a full squad of 10, that's 160 points, then upgrade your Exarch. Right, I'll show you how effective striking Scorpions are. So you've got a scenario here, you've got the Imperial Guard in the crater there, and then the Scorpions are desiring to charge those. So you can fire pistols if you want. If you do that, there's the risk of them running away, and really I would opt not to fire the pistols at all, because I know that I can take on these guys pretty effectively. So the only disadvantage is they don't have, because of the amount of armour they have, 3+ armour save, they don't have the fleet special rules, so you better roll good. And this is a good range here, you should be able to make it. I roll 7, that's pretty obvious that they're going to make it. Lovely, so they go in. So with the grenades you're ignoring the cover. Now you want to preserve the life of your Exarch when you're fighting tougher units. You want all of your miniatures to be in base contact with the enemy. When you do that, then you are able to spread. You're able to choose where you want the wounds to go, where the casualties will be, and obviously the last one you'll choose will be your sergeant. So just say the Imperial Guard have piled in there. That's great, and everyone gets to fight. What we'll do to make it realistic, we'll let the guard do their Overwatch. So you got the flamer there, triple 1. That's terrible. and then rapid fire on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's 8 doubled 16, and then the pistol's 17. So we'll do that just to see how we go. So 16, 17. And Overwatch looking for 6s, so there's a couple there, and another couple, so they've done pretty good. So the guard have got that. 4s, because the Eldar aren't so tough. That's 3 wounds. And then free up armor save to protect them. Yeah, save 2. So we've lost a Scorpion. Okay, just to make it realistic. So instead of 9 charging in, we've lost a casualty there. So instead of 9 charging in, you've got 8. That gives you 8, 9, 16, 32 attacks. 32 attacks, weapon skill 4, so you're going to be on freeze to hit. Freeze to hit, just taking out all the 1s and 2s here. So it's a fair old chunk of hits. Now, the chainsaw, +1 strength, so you're on freeze again to wound. So not the greatest result, but just to show you that even on a below average score, you can still get that many hits. You're going to wreck this squad. So now he's going to make his saves. He rolls them up. He saves a couple, should you expect. But look at the casualty rate there. 5, well, that's a wipeout. So that's the kind of results you're going to expect from the Scorpions. Flush out infantry from cover. Absolutely superb. Well, another important tactic with the Eldar can be well, they are a soft army as far as infantry is concerned, so your nice elite units can be shot up pretty quick. So to protect those, I put my Scorpions now in a Wave Serpent, dedicated transport. A few other key and important tactics for striking Scorpions. First of all, give them the Shadow Strike upgrade. That means they become infiltrators. You can infiltrate them deeper if you want to. I always use them to outflank. Now then, with that rule, you can then buy them a dedicated transport, Wave Serpent, and they can then flank in the transport, because in 5th edition you could come on, flank and assault straight away. Now you can't. So what you've got to do with the Scorpions, you've got to adapt to that new rule. You need a transport to bring them on and deploy them, and then the transport to give them some kind of cover and fire. Right, tactics against vehicles is another handy thing for striking Scorpions. If the vehicle's got armour value 10, then those strength 4 chainswords can glance a vehicle. Plus, when I carry the upgrade for the Scorpion Squad strength 6, you're actually able to penetrate the armour. So say this unit charges, just to show you how effective you can be. And now in 6th edition, let's say that the vehicle is actually moved. So you will only require 3+ to hit. I'm generating all of these close combat attacks. You will freeze to actually hit the vehicle. Look at how many attacks you get. This is the handy thing with Scorpions. That strength 4 enables them to hit mobile transports. We've got a load of hits there. So all we're looking for is 6s. If we get 6s, I only want 3 of them, which I've got. Absolute overkill. Lovely. 4. So that's done it. So you've glanced the vehicle just with the chainswords. Another handy tactic for taking on vehicles. And the Exarch, let's say we'll just roll for the sake of it. He's got 3 hits. His strength 6. He's got a glance and 2 penetrations. And he's caused 2 more glancing hits, and then plus those damage results. So that just shows you the effectiveness of Scorpions against vehicles as well. So you've got a versatile unit. With this guy, use him wisely, protect him, keep him alive, because that strength 6 enables him to hit higher strength targets, and he can take on perhaps monstrous creatures. Whilst a few of his comrades die, he can be nipping away with that claw, causing strength 6 AP2 wounds. That's effective enough. So another reason to take striking Scorpions, you can take on vehicles and monstrous creatures as well. It can work, say if the Imperial Guard deployment zone is down this way, they're facing this way, and then you've come on flanking with the striking Scorpions, you bring them on in their transport here. For example, side armour. Now this one, cheap upgrade, it's the Shuriken cannon underneath, 10 points, and then twin-linked scatterlators has given you those 4 twin-link strength 6 shots plus an extra 3 underneath. And we're on side armour of 10 against the Chimera. We're going to try and blow up the transport to take out the infantry. So then deploying your Scorpions, the two are working together. The transport is helping the Scorpions here. Exarch at the back so he doesn't get blown away because you have to take casualties from the front. So there's your unit of 10 ready. You can use the transport to shield your unit, to protect it from fire coming from another direction. So you land here, you've still got the pistols, strength 4, so you can cause your glancing hits. So together you want to pop this transport and then unlock the infantry that are inside. So we'll give you a demo of it. Strength 4, beauty of twin linked, 1 hit, 3 misses, twin linked, that knocks us up another hit, so that's below average. And then you've got the supporting fire coming underneath, and this often bails me out with a couple more hits, which it has. 4 hits, strength 6, armour 10, so we've got ourselves 2 glances, which is great. That's almost destroyed, and then maybe we might be able to squeeze out some hits here. So you've got the Exarch hits on 2s, he's got his, and then you've got 9 Scorpions with pistols. They want their 3 up, brilliant. And then 6s, yeah, we've done it. So that's great. We've popped the transport there, mission accomplished. The transport goes, we'll just say it's wrecked. Then the Imperial Guard here are now stuck. Let's just deploy them on the wreck of the vehicle. And you may think, oh no, they're in cover, but Scorpions with their plasma grenades will be able to flush them out. So, and it's that armour that the Scorpions have to be able to withstand the firepower. So say the Guard stand their ground, let's just say they do. I'll run through this quick. So I'm showing you how they work before you even have to go ahead and buy one of these units. So we'll say the Guard, they're in a pretty good position. Let's say he deploys like this, so all his guns are able to bear. Flamer, and a light infantry unit, he's going to hit bad there, he's going to hit 6. Strength 4 is the disadvantage of the Eldar. But it's those armour saves that will help, and then we'll throw in all the others. 8 guys, that's 16 shots. We'll do that as well. Plus the pistol. 4s. So it's the only disadvantage with the Eldar is the lack of toughness on the part of the infantry, but Scorpions make up for it on their armour saves. A fair old amount of armour saves. We'll try and save them. Pretty bad, but this will help illustrate a point. I've lost 5, would you believe? So 5 Scorpions have gone down. That's the Imperial Guard have done incredibly well. That's not usually going to happen in that situation, but we'll say that it does. Needs to make morale. Be good to pass. We have. So let's say it's the Eldar turn now. So you're down on numbers. You see what I mean about taking a high amount of numbers? You can expect casualties, you take them, but you've still got your core of your unit left. I beat an Imperial Guard unit in cover, 10 men, just with 2 Scorpions, once in a game. But we'll see how we go. We're going to move them. We'll go right up to the there, and then I can use the supporting fire from this. There's no harm, why not? Let's say that I do. So we'll go for focus fire here on these guys. His flamer's in a bit of trouble now. So twin linked, yes, all hits. That twin linked really handy. And then supporting fire from underneath, missed that time. 2s to wound, got him. 5 up save, no. From the front, he's going to lose them. And him. Scorpions, well, I might elect just to try and shoot them because they're going to have to make a round check anyway. So you've got the Exarch shoots, 4 guys shoot, and strength 4, so I'm freeze to wound. 4 plus save, I think, for wreck, 5 plus. let's say it's 4 plus, he saves 2, loses another, it's going to be this guy here, so he's lost 4. We'll do morale, see if they pass. They don't, so they've legged it. We'll say that they do. I'll say that they pass morale. So the scorpions will go in, easily done. They're in. So let's say everyone's in, we don't need to move anything else around. They're in cover, scorpions go first. Now you've only got 5 guys, but that is 4 attacks each. So this is just from 4 miniatures, and you're getting all these attacks. And against soft infantry, look, quite a poor result there, quite a few misses. But on average, you're still going to get all these hits. Freeze to wound, again, quite a low result, but 4 should do it. Yeah, you saved 2 and lost 2. We'll drop 2 off. I'm going to save the Exarch. So he'll strike back on 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he wants 4s, and then he wants 4s again. That's pretty good going. Double 1. See, I'm still going to carry on this, just showing you, even in the worst case scenario, how well the Eldar can do it. And I've saved this guy. 2 attacks, Mandy Blasters, and charged 4 attacks. Freeze to hit. It's got it. And strength 6, AP 2. So that's 2 kills straight off. That's another 2 casualties. So the Eldar win 4 versus 2. So the Eldar win by 2. Imperial Guard morale of 6. They're bust, and then the high initiative of the Eldar. Imperial Guard roll of 6. Not bad. 4. So that's a draw. So that's either a wipeout or not. But point shown. Those 2 working together. It is pretty effective. Not the most powerful unit, but worth taking, worth using them to flank with a supporting fire from the transport. Brilliant. Front, side and rear armour on vehicles, very, very handy, not particularly expensive. And then when you've finished a mission, when you've finished taking out a certain unit on the battlefield, swing the transport around, pick up a unit and then fly off somewhere else. So that's my tactics for Eldar striking scorpions. I always take them in my army. Really handy. That flanking option gives you great flexibility, and the armour's good, and then working together that unit can go out and accomplish missions, tying down units in combat, chopping up light infantry units. Very handy indeed. Thanks for watching, and look out for more tactic videos on my channel.